The bottom line is when you're working with a buyer as a client, you want to treat them just like you do your sellers. You want to go in, do a presentation, get an agreement to work with them exclusively, and go on and give them a comprehensive consultation. It's going to be just really very similar to how you've always done it when you approach a listing. So same kind of thing. I want to talk for a minute about the difference between an exclusive right to represent a buyer and a non-exclusive representation. We are only going to be offering the exclusive right to represent just like we do with listings. Understand, I know that a lot of MLSs are providing a form to offer non-exclusive representation, which basically means that you can work with anybody. And I need you to understand that if you use one of those forms, it's basically the same as having no agreement whatsoever from your perspective. Yes, you can represent them in the transaction, but there is no guarantee of payment. Imagine a non-exclusive listing agreement where a lister says, I don't want to be tied down to one agent, and so you agree to that, and now they have 3 or 4 signs in the yard, and there's no guarantee that you will get paid if a buyer comes through that property. So you wouldn't do that. So think of working with a buyer the same way. You don't want to invite a free-for-all by having a non-exclusive agreement. We're not, as a company, we're not going to police this. If you choose to do that, that's on you. But understand, if you show a house with a non-exclusive agreement, and then your client goes and buys a house with somebody else, you will not get paid. There is nothing anybody can do about that, and just remember, in this situation, procuring cause doesn't exist. The relationship and the payment is governed by the agreement. So that's something that's kind of different. So we're going to be talking probably next week about the exclusive right to represent agreement that you will want to use, and some of the different ways you can use it, the different scenarios that might come up, and how you can use this form to your advantage.